Oh my god, guys. It's on.
Lynn shares a home with her husband Bob, her son Steve, and over 1,800 dolls.
I have dolls all over the place.
Lynn is not just obsessed with dolls, but with making dolls so lifelike they appear to actually be real. Lynn has birthed a new doll at an average rate of one per day.
I've made over 1,800 dolls.
Not to sell, but to live with.
Realism, that's the goal. The more realism you get, the better it is. That's a newborn face. I love it.
Lynn feels that every doll has their own personality. And when she figures out that personality, naming them is simple.
They have their own personalities. He's my little angry boy. He looks like my oldest son, Bobby, so I named him Bobby. This little one we call Egghead because of the shape of his head. His name's BJ, and he's got drool on the side, and he's got some little marks from when he was born.
While usually fine details like drool, birthmarks, and spit bubbles take weeks for most doll makers to create, Lynn can finish making one in a single day.
I work at it 10, 15 hours a day.
This is largely due to a lack of distractions.
We're out in Tonopah. There's nothing out here. We have no stores, no shops, nothing. Nothing. We have a gas station. What are you going to do at a gas station?
Oh.
So I work on my dolls. That's what I do.
When Lynn's not working day and night on her babies, she's studying them. Lynn spent so many hours at the local maternity ward looking at newborns she isn't allowed back.
For a while, I was going to hospitals and looking at babies. They don't let me do it anymore. I don't know why. All the nerve.
While Lynn's babies might not have any genetic connection to her, her obsession for collecting them does.
I got into collecting dolls because of my mother. She started my sister and I when we were just little.
Oh, and look who joined me to watch this. I have Evelyn, which I will be changing to this
Awesome, warm feeling.
onesie with the same pants, and Missy wearing a Miss Mama. I heard Mama, and a ponytail.
Lynn enjoys sharing her excitement for babies with others, and today she's taking her children with her to a local monastery, which has requested Lynn's help on a special project.
A nun mentioned she would like a special doll. We're going to take one of the babies out to the church and show the sisters.
The Franciscan order holds the Nativity in high regard, and Sisters Marie St. Paul and Marie Andre are calling upon Lynn's obsession with lifelike dolls to serve a higher purpose.
One of my first ones. Here, you can hold him.
Hey guys, I'm choosing the iPhone.
We would like to have a baby Jesus doll, but we want you to make him for us.
Oh, okay.
You
Well,
are
we'll
our
see.
neighbor. You're only what, a mile away. What are the chances?
What are you going to do with it if I do?
We'll put him out at Christmas and then we'll keep him in the monastery with us.
You can't have him in a box.
Why not?
No, I don't like boxes.
I think it's good for the public that when they come to pray and attend Mass here to have a hands-on experience of what he might have looked like. That would be very nice.
Great.
We'll put an
Do you have a picture of him as a baby so that I can do it off a picture? Yeah. Okay, I'll go do that then.
Sure.
Where's that?
I'm making a custom doll that looks like the baby Jesus. I've never done that. That'd be kind of fun.
Making the baby Jesus for the sisters is a long-term volunteer project Lynn can take some time planning. But next, for the first time ever, Lynn attempts the impossible task of completing an exact replica of a real live baby in less than a day.
Oh my gosh!
So, yeah. That is on TLC if you guys want to watch it. I'm really lucky that it actually came on now. I'm so happy. It is on TLC. If you have Bell, I don't know, this is in Canada, but if you have Bell, it's on 521. Wow. And it's on TLC, and it's such a good, like, I like watching like the Strange Addiction and like Crazy Obsession and stuff. I've seen these things, but then I noticed I was keep on watching them for like since I came back from school, and I saw this and I was like, because I keep on watching the Crazy Obsessions, and then I realized, oh my god, when it turned on, I just watched it and I was like, okay, I have to go clean my room now. So I was gonna go clean my room, and I was just looking through the I'll show you them. I was just looking through the TV, and the little part, you know, the beginning it comes on. It's like from na. These people do this thing, and it's pretty weird, and then stuff like that. Sorry, I'm sick. Basically, they said, and then there's a girl who's then this woman Lynn who collects dolls also makes them as lifelike as possible. I was like, oh my god, Reborns. So I like freaked out, screamed around the house, ran around. Then I got Lily and Evelyn down, and they're chilling on the couch. And I was eating. I just finished my homework, which I'm very, very happy about. That's another extra thing for that time. So yeah, I just want to read this really quick before I leave. So it keeps on going, as you see. It goes like Crazy Obsession, My Strange Addiction, that stuff. Oh, that's Pawn Stars. It's Pawn Stars. Oh, MASH. Okay. So in the Crazy Obsession, up here it says My Crazy Obsession. There. Spin Cycle Newborn Doll Series, 2012. Oh man. Fred and Robert have a rare collection of vintage washing machines. Lynn doesn't just make dolls. No, it doesn't just collect. Make it bigger. There, now you can see it all. Spin Cycle and they said newborns, but honestly, I don't think it really matters. So Fred and Robert have a rare collection of vintage washing machines. Now, when I first saw that, I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. Then Lynn doesn't just collect dolls, she makes them. I thought, oh my gosh, this girl inspired me. And it was so, see, look, Extreme Cheapskates. Girl, I love these shows.
Lynn Caceres has spent thousands of dollars in hours meticulously making 1,800 lifelike dolls and treats each one of them like her child. Lynn feels that every doll has their own personality and obsesses over every detail to achieve lifelike perfection. Lynn's obsession has cost her not only hours of time, but thousands of dollars in her quest to make them lifelike.
That's the whole purpose, for them to look real.
She will only use the finest materials to make her babies, and so far has spent close to $60,000 in doll parts alone.
I do buy the best. I mean, you just have to.
Lynn uses vinyl heads and limbs imported directly from Europe.
The vinyl was really expensive, but I had to have them.
Because Lynn feels it best replicates a newborn infant's hair, she will only use high-quality mohair from baby goats, which costs up to $170 an ounce.
I have probably a couple $1,000 worth of mohair in here. If you don't get good mohair, it's not going to come out. Jab, 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 get it in there. Yeah, I guess I'm obsessed. Sure, why not?
In order to support her obsession, Lynn occasionally agrees to custom work. Her neighbor Melody wants to always remember her grandson Michael as an infant.
Oh, where you going, little man?
So she has hired Lynn to make an exact replica of him. Using only a photo as a reference, Lynn attempts to assemble her most lifelike creation yet in less than a day.
Making a custom doll off of a picture is a pretty darn good challenge.
Lynn has made over 1,800 dolls, many of them customized, but she has only made a couple based off of photos, and never in this short a time.
He's got a dimple in his chin. So does that baby. Boy, we couldn't have picked a better baby.
Lynn hopes it will be her compulsive attention to detail that will make this doll a success.
He's got a big tummy. This looks to me like it's a boy.
In less than a day, Lynn has completed Michael's infant doppelganger, but she's very concerned that Melody will not like it, and her reputation among other doll makers will be tarnished.
The doll community are some of the most vicious people I've ever met.
Oh my god,
Just
yes.
tear you apart any chance they can.
Comparing baby and doll will become a defining moment for this obsessive collector.
All right, here we go.
I want to see if they get it right. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, it's just like him. Like, really couldn't tell the difference in the doll from my grandson.
She was happy with it. So when the customer's happy, it's all good. It's all good.
With the customer satisfied, Lynn can get back to what's most important to her, taking care of her 1,800 babies.
I'm completely obsessed and hooked on them. Not crazy. Obsessed. Not crazy. Obsessed. There's a diff.
Yeah, so that was it.
These three utterly
These people are so, I've seen this episode. This is so creepy.
they've taken a simple hobby and turned it into an all-consuming way of life. They'll go to extreme lengths for these collections. Their passion knows no bounds.
Oh my god.
They've created their own world, which outsiders may not understand.
Every day is 1950s to me.
And they don't care what people think.
People think I'm obsessed with this.
This is My Crazy Obsession.
These people are insane. They have like sex dolls. This is it. This is in England, guys. I think this is it. This is the couple. Yeah, this is it. Oh god. Yep. Oh lord.
This is Bob Gibbons. This is his wife Lizzie. And they have the largest love doll collection in the world.
We have over 240 love dolls. That includes the blow-up variety as well as the solid dolls and the silicone ones.
These silicone dolls are also known as sex dolls, and they're part of the estimated $15 billion sex toy industry. A majority of people buy love dolls for sex, but that's not the case with Bob.
For me, it's purely a collection. I've never made love or had sex with a doll at all. That's not what I do. I buy the dolls because I collect dolls. That's my thing.
These silicone dolls can cost upwards of $4,500 new. That price includes the lingerie, instructions, and a flower that represents the doll's virginity.
The cost of the collection, well, I suppose in around about $150,000.
Which is nearly equal to the value of their quaint home on an acre of farmland in the British countryside. But even with 3 bedrooms, finding enough space to properly store these 240 dolls can be a challenge.
Yeah.
Bob and Lizzie keep them everywhere. In the living room, kitchen, and a dozen in the spare bedroom.
If I have the head and you have the legs.
This one's probably the prettiest, actually.
Unusual storage method that is
She's silicone.
safe and easy to use.
Yeah. That should be alright. Okay. Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
That's it. Down in she goes. We've got some of them in coffins because it's a nice secure box to put them in. That's it.
But Bob doesn't only collect and store the dolls, he lives with them. And although many women might regard these sex toys as a threat to their marriage, Lizzie, his wife, sees them as a relationship saver.
The dolls are a way for Bob and I to spend time together. We didn't do anything much together before we had the dolls. It changed a lot once we got the dolls. Thank you.
Alright. And one for Mayfie. Drink your tea and eat your biscuit, Mayfie.
Or you'll have to go to bed without supper. I like to have a chat with the dolls. And I say to them, you're very naughty.
And for Bob and Lizzie, maintaining their doll collection requires lots of TLC.
Yeah, she needed that.
Tender love and care.
It takes about an hour to
That's where
clean
the name comes
a
from.
mixture of mild soap and warm water. Is not to dry out the silicone.
Well, the skin is silicone.
So yeah, that's basically okay. So I'm recording. So basically that is
But for Bob, beauty
What-
is only skin deep.
that's basically what I wanted to show you.
Eyes and face. Bob has purchased many extras because about once a week, he likes to give them a facelift.
So we put the new face on, then I put some water on the ones before I put them in to lubricate them. I quite like the ones with the bigger eyes. And then of course the next thing is put the wig on. Amazing change.